Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Well, today we're going to learn some stuff. I'm joined by money coach Dana Wolf. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing awesome. You're going to talk to me about the major components of a healthy financial plan today.
Correct.
What are they? Where do we begin?
Good question, Katie. So there are 4 things that you really need to know about your financial health. I mean, we all go to the doctors once a year for a regular checkup, right? So we need to check our financial health as well. So we need to start off with the question, do we have a financial plan? Do we have a monthly plan like a budget? Do you have an estate plan like your wills and things like that? That's all part of your financial life. You're going to be dealing with money from the day you're born until the day you die. So having that estate plan, having a financial plan, do we need a debt reduction plan because we're in debt and we have goals that we want to meet? Do we have a tax reduction plan because we owe the IRS money or the South Carolina money, right? So that's the first section. The second section goes into what I want to call the funding, the things that we're going to fund in the future, all right? So we need to fund college education for our children. Maybe we need a wedding fund. Maybe we have some long-term goals like retiring at the age of 55, and so we want to fund our retirement. So that's another segment of your financial life. The third section would be more along the lines of legacy building.
Okay.
Are we teaching our children about finances? Because that's a huge one, okay? Are we teaching our children about our finances? Are we giving our financial wealth and building a community that we're leaving a legacy, where we're using our money for the good? So those are the first 3. And then the fourth thing is insurance. There are so many different types of insurance out there, and you really have to ask yourself, do I have the right insurance? Do I need insurance? Do I have homeowners or auto, renters? Do I have life insurance? Do I have health insurance, disability insurance, long-term care insurance? I mean, there's so many out there that you really have to look at them each year and say, do I have the right coverage? Do I need more coverage? Things of that nature. So there's 4 different little pots, okay? So we've got our planning for the future pot, where we're funding things for the future. We have our now pot, and then we have our legacy pot, and then the insurances that we need to make sure that we're covered.
And you were saying this sort of thing, you should do a little checkup every year.
You do.
How do you do that?
It's the same way with going to your doctor, right? So at the first of the year, you might look back and say to yourself, where did my money go? Or you may do that on April 15th when you're doing your taxes, right? But pick a time of the year. When it comes to insurance, for example, if you know your registration is due in June and your insurance is due in June, you want to start looking 30, 60 days prior to that at your automobile insurance. Do you have the right coverage? It has to be something that works for your schedule. Don't try to look at your finances the day before you go on vacation. But pick something, whether it's the first of the year so that you can take a look back and you can say, oh, this is where I was, this is where I want to be this year.
All right, so tell me, how do people even get into this business?
Of financial coaching? Okay. So most people realize down the road that they made mistakes and they learn how to get out of debt, how to achieve their goals, and they have that desire to help other people, which is what happened with me. So through all of those situations and life situations that I had, it led me to become certified as a financial coach. I started my own business, First Step Financial Solutions, so that I can help people take that first step of the solution that they need. Hopefully on the second step and third step, I'll be with them too, because I believe in educating, empowering, and encouraging people to reach their goals.
So if people are ready to take that first step,
That's right.
how can they get in contact with you?
My website, very simple, First Step Financial Solutions, or just look up Dana Wolf.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Tell me about yourself. Where are you from? When did you start painting? The whole story.
I have lived in Robeson County my whole life, and I credit my mother for my painting interest because she used to buy me paint by numbers. That's how I got started, believe it or not. It was Dr. Seuss paper dolls and paint by numbers, and that's how my art was started, and that's I never stopped.
Yeah. And where would you think you draw the most inspiration?
Oh, creation. Creation. God's world is so beautiful, and He inspires me. So
Yeah, I can see you use a lot of I'm not a painter myself, so I probably don't even know the right verbiage for this, but you paint a lot of light. You can definitely see, working with light in your paintings, and I think it's so cool.
I love that. The painting light is my favorite thing. So I don't always get it, but I try. But I have lots of inspiration here at home. I live on a pond, and we have ducks and birds and the whole thing, the whole farm thing. So I'm pretty inspired here at home.
What kind of painting do you do? I know it's not watercolor, right? What do you use?
I would love to learn watercolor and plan to, but I am not good at watercolor, and I use oils, acrylics, pen and ink a lot, some colored pencil, mostly oils. The ones I've sold have almost exclusively been oils.
Very cool. Was there a moment after you've been painting for some time where you thought, wow, okay, maybe I'm pretty good at this. This could, this could be a thing for me?
Yes, but I always am very critical. I'm never satisfied. But at the same time, it's such a joy to do that it keeps me going anyway. So.
Yeah. Well, tell me where people can learn more about your art and purchase your art. There's a show coming up, right?
Several.
Wow.
In Robeson County is a great place for art right now because there are lots of wonderful galleries that are very busy. The Robeson Art Guild, I won first place at that show there that's still open. And Robeson County Arts Council is a wonderful place, very active. Inner Peace Gallery in Lumberton with Melvin Morris. Red Springs Art Space with Jeff and Irina Geller. All those places have shows coming up, and I try to participate in all of those. But I guess my heart is with the Carolinas Art Guild in Dillon. We have a fundraiser every year. It's Pause for the Arts, and it's a Humane Society of Dillon County fundraiser. And artists can sell their work there. So maybe we'll have that again in September, hopefully. I've sold several pieces there. I have really good luck there, and it's a good time.
That is awesome. Was there anything else that you want to mention about your painting or art or, yourself in general that you think people should know?
The most exciting thing that I've done in a long time was illustrate a book for my sister. She's a wonderful writer, and she wrote a book called Bunnies, Birds, and Puppy Tales. I have a copy always by my side. She wrote the book, I illustrated it, and we've had such fun with it. And those can be purchased on Amazon or through me mostly if you want a signed copy by her.
So cool. So definitely check it out. What was the title and the author for Amazon?
Bunnies, Birds, and Puppy Tales, and her name is Teresa Watts. It was very special, and she's written lots of things, but that's the first one she's published, so I'm excited to work on another one.
Well, good stuff. I appreciate you sitting down to talk with me.
I appreciate your asking me.
Well, welcome back to Living Local Carolina. We got a hot topic today. Hot and cold, how to keep dogs nice and cool or warm and toasty.
That's right.
Joyelle, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you, Katie.
Thank you for stopping by today.
Yes.
Give me some tips.
Sure. So right now, as you know, we are in a heat wave. So it's very, very hot for our dogs. So primarily, you need to pay attention to how hot the ground is. When the temperature is around 80 degrees, your asphalt is about 115.
Not fun.
Not fun at all. So what that actually can do is to burn blisters on the bottoms of your dog's feet. So it's very, very important. Top of the line, you need to make sure it's not too hot. Unfortunately, I see people walking their dogs in the heat of the day all the time. And I continue to say, it is too hot outside, what are you doing? So it's really, really important because those blisters, it just creates very much blisters on the bottoms of their feet and it can really damage their feet. So really be mindful of that. Walk in the earlier morning times or in the later evening times, okay? Also provide enough water. So if you have outside dogs, which I don't recommend having dogs in the heat of the day outside, but if it's not possible, make sure you provide them enough shade and you bring them in when you're able, provide enough water for them. Now, going to cold. So it's really important, again, to take care of your dog's feet. Lots of times people throw out the ice melt or the salt to help prevent any slipping and sliding. That also can damage your paw's feet as well because it gets into their paws and then they'll lick it and it contains all those chemicals that are dangerous for dogs. So it's really important that you wipe their feet off, clean them off. Again, providing enough water and enough food for them. If it's super cold outside, bring them inside or in a warm area. If they happen to be outside, provide a home for them that's a little bit raised up off the ground. Put some shavings or something like that in there so they're not laying directly on the ground. It's very, very important.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Shedding. And do you have any tips? Because I've heard that it's not good to shave dogs.
Sure.
Because it messes up their coats. Is that true?
Oh, so I would definitely say talk to your groomer about that, but there are tools that you can use. There's like a de-shedder. It's really important because you need to at least brush your dog to get all of the excess hair off of them, especially during the winter months. They're going to blow their coat anyway.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by J&K Home Furnishings.
Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. You know where I am today, J&K Home Furnishings, and I'm back with John. Thank you so much for having me today.
Welcome back. We love having y'all here.
It's such a joy. We are talking about Lexington furniture today.
We are Lexington Home Brands, and what we have done in the past few weeks is tripled our footprint in our larger stores. So we show a little bit of everything from Lexington. Not just the Lexington upholstery, not just the regular case good line with categories such as Ocean Breeze and Oyster Bay, but we have an exclusive on the Tommy Bahama collection.
Yeah, that's what's behind us, right?
Oh,
the Tommy Bahama.
Yes, and it's fun.
It's very obviously Tommy Bahama
It
too,
is.
that coastal style.
It's wonderful for this region, but it gives a great nod to a nostalgic past with being current.
Okay.
Yeah, not a dated look. And our fabrics and finishes make it very fresh and fun.
I love it. So you can walk around and see all the different Lexington furniture here, but you have a design studio as well for Lexington.
Within Lexington, we have a design center that, with our technology capabilities, we can take the fabric and the finishes and put them on the pieces so you can really see how it'll look. It's not a surprise when it actually comes. Well, it is a surprise in a good way. Of
course, it's a surprise. So what does the process look like if somebody wanted to come stop by? What kind of furniture does Lexington even have?
Really anything. They have from traditional to transitional. They have the bamboo influence with the coastal region. They even go into beautiful modern pieces.
And if somebody wanted to order, how does that work?
You would work with one of our designers and sales associates, pick out what you like. A lot of the case goods are in stock, so you can have them quite quickly. The upholstery, that's custom made to order, so that takes a few weeks, but it's well worth the wait.
So not only do you guys have indoor furniture, you also have some outdoor furniture too.
Lexington is one of the most beautiful outdoor lines. We don't have much of it on our floors right now, but we're working to add it, but it won't stop us from helping you create it and order it.
Okay, how can people find you guys and come stop by?
Go to our website, www.jnkhomefurnishings.com, look up our addresses, come on in, and we'll get started with you.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by J&K Home Furnishings.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, guys, welcome to the Rice Museum here in Georgetown. I'm joined by James, who is the director here. You're going to tell me all about it.
I'm going to tell you all about the Rice Museum. Now, what would you like to do first?
Well, first I think we should start with where you guys are located, obviously here in Georgetown, but this is a historic site, right?
It's historic, and we're at 633 Front Street in Georgetown, South Carolina. And you go to the 4-story clock tower in the middle of town, and that is one of our buildings. And then the building next door is the second building, often called the Kaminsky Hardware Store.
And there's a treasure trove of stuff here. I mean, really.
Well, it's more than just stuff. We have all kinds of things going on, from historical displays to our museum shop and our gallery. I would like to invite everyone to come. And we're standing in front of the Browns Ferry vessel. This is our major display here at the Rice Museum. The vessel itself dates to approximately 1730. It's the oldest vessel of colonial manufacture ever discovered in America. And it was made out of native materials, pine, live oak, and cypress. And it was on its way up the Black River and sank at a place called Browns Ferry, oddly enough. And it was carrying a load of 7,000 brick. And the historians speculate that it was attacked by Indians and burned and sank. And because it had all the load of bricks, it was very heavy. And there are burn marks on one side of the vessel that indicate there was some kind of a fire.
I see.
And this is 1730. We didn't have CNN. We didn't have newspapers, and so we have to conjecture why it sank.
Of course. It's so incredible to be able to actually see it in person. It is absolutely huge. And you were even telling me again about the different types of wood that they were using, what was around our area. It's really cool to see that construction. And this was found in the 70s?
1976. I was there when they pulled it up out of the river.
Wow.
And that was 49 years ago, which corresponds exactly to the time I came to be the director of the Rice Museum.
Really?
I know you think he's so young looking, but 49 years ago.
You became the director 49 years ago?
Of course, I was only 5 years old.
You were grandfathered in, maybe?
I was a grandfather, even then.
I see. So, well, tell me, what was the purpose of the Rice Museum in its beginning?
The Rice Museum was opened in 1970 as part of the tricentennial celebration of South Carolina.
Okay, cool.
And we were then only in the clock tower. We were 750 square feet, telling the history of rice agriculture in our county, which was a major crop. It made South Carolina the second richest state in the Union after Massachusetts, and it made the planters along the Waccamaw River the richest people in the country.
Va-va-boom.
Yes. But it was heavily dependent on slave labor. And the African American slaves, enslaved Africans, had the technology from Africa for growing rice. So it was their technology that made rice growing a success.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.